Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It's time to head over to Kallie, who has a story of technology, robotics, and the future.
Ooh, I like how you said that. This one is for the problem solvers, those who ask why, and maybe better yet, why not, who want to simplify and subtract life's toughest problems, yet add purpose and multiply profits. I talked with professors at MSU who are literally building the future one robot at a time. What started out as a love for gaming
20 years ago, I played Super Mario Brothers.
Has turned into a fortress of altruism, creating a brighter future with the press of a few buttons.
Some people will think a game is like a movie or TV shows, but some of us will think games are simulation of our real world. So, for example, if we are talking about chess or checkers, it's kind of simulating of two opponents or two countries play against each other. It's a war game simulation. True. So games in our world, in computer science, is a simulation of real-world problems.
Dr. Simi Liu has been working on a project for the past 3 years that takes gaming into the realm of civil engineering. It places the biggest burdens of bridge maintenance on robots instead of humans.
Thinking about this is a big bridge, and it usually needs a lot of maintenance. And you want to find out somewhere is broken or somewhere potentially have some cracks or something. So it's a big problem for civil engineering that how can we detect those cracks or potential problems on the bridge. The sensors getting some data or pictures, they can show it on my system. Then the human operators like us can sit in front of computers and then oversee the entire inspection process.
Now let's take robots to the toughest terrain.
Something like the extreme weather event that hit Joplin a few years ago.
Dr. Anthony Clark is the builder behind the robots deployed to disaster zones where lives can be saved at the ping of a sensor.
I can have a number of these devices that are about this size that can go out and help first responders. So firemen and police officers help them find people after a natural disaster. The interesting thing about this robot is that it has to be small so that it's unlikely to dislodge debris and make things worse, like hurt somebody. So like if you imagine after a house has been knocked over, you don't want to like have a large robot going in there that's going to knock a beam onto somebody. We're really mostly working on the mechanics of it, but you can imagine having an infrared sensor on there that can sort of detect whether a person's in frame, and if it does, it basically gives an alert. And it gives an alert to a first responder who can say there's something of interest over here. And each robot is equipped with GPS, so it can also report back its GPS coordinates. So they can say there's something of interest at this location, and now a couple of people can go check it out.
With the naked eye, it's very, very hard to see at times.
And from disaster zones to crop fields, where Dr. Ajay Kadango is sifting out the bugs and diseases, making life easier and more profitable for farmers.
We put some sensors on the UAVs, and then we are collecting data regarding atmospheric pressure, the temperature, the soil humidity, and these kinds of things. And apart from that, we are also collecting pictures of the trees, right? So for example, let's say we are running the UAVs, we are flying the UAVs, not running them, flying the UAVs over a grapevine, and we are collecting images of how the plant is looking like, how the fruits are coming up, and we do it on a regular basis. So we don't just run the UAV on a particular day, right? We typically fly the UAVs over on a regular basis. We keep collecting this data, and then we use deep learning to analyze what exactly is going on. So is there some kind of disease? If we identify a particular disease, then basically, because with software we can actually predict the disease ahead of time. So we can notify the farmers regarding, oh, these are the precautions that you need to take so that you can get rid of the disease. And again, it's really hard for people to go to each and every tree and see what is really going on. But whereas when we fly the UAVs, it collects a broad range of pictures, and then all you do is you're giving these pictures to a deep learning algorithm on a computer, which typically analyzes the images and comes up with what exactly is going on. It should greatly minimize the usage of pesticides, because most of the times, sometimes they use pesticides as a precautionary thing, sometimes they overuse them. because they really do not know. They might see some kind of maybe a worm and they start using pesticides widely, right? This should give them a clear indication of this research. The whole goal behind this research is it should give the farmer a clear picture of what should be done. And also they can save money because they will be using less pesticides, and the quality of the crop might even turn out to be better.
Wow, that is so interesting.
Yeah.
Less pesticides.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's key.
Thank you, Kallie. All right, Ozarks Fox AM will be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Got more fun on the way. Yes.
Yeah, too smart for me.